The most wonderful sound in the world is slamming a golden apple into a zombified villager's face and then hearing that, like... Welcome back, everybody, to a brand new episode of Tritoncraft. Hi, there's some bread. The villagers won't take it for some reason. I thought they took bread when it came time to breed. That librarian was peeking at it. So I decided what we were going to do is we were going to combine all of our villies up into one tiny little confined space here. Basically join these two houses together so that I could get them all together, shove them into a hole, let my zombie in there, zombify them, and then cured them and turn them back. That way I only had to use one of those weakness potions I found on the adventure to find an igloo in the last episode. And we also have diversified some of our traders here. Hey, we got Zombie Doctor as an achievement. Thank you so much. I can put my Thorn's chest plate back on. I gotta remember to do that every time. I didn't put that on there intentionally. This is why I hate rolling things in the enchanting table, because sometimes you get stuff you don't want, like thorns. But we've got more farmers now. This one has pumpkin and melon trades, as well as a wheat trade. And not you. This one has he has a pumpkin trade right now. He doesn't have a melon trade because I actually haven't unlocked him that far just yet. But then we've got this guy here. He's our first original guy. He's down to 1 emerald for everything there. And then we've got some librarians. We've got an aqua affinity. We've got our mending book is down to 3 emeralds. Oh my god. Okay. And then we've got our fortune 3 guy down to 10 emeralds by the looks of it. And we've got a looting 3 guy down to 20 emeralds, which is great. I'm honestly not worried about multiple cure cycles for them because, well, let's face it, I gotta get away from these guys. They're driving me crazy. God. Go to sleep. Yeah, I'm not that worried about multiple healing cycles for these villagers because as long as I have a cheap method of getting emeralds, which is obviously going to be our melon and pumpkin trades with those farmers, as long as I have those, then that's really all I need. Oh, also, I got 4 skeleton horses, apparently. There was a random thunderstorm, and I came up here, and there was just 1 wandering around, and then lightning hit it, and it became 4? I guess that's how that works. I don't know if that's necessarily how that's supposed to work or not. But I now have 4 skeleton horses that I have to figure out something to do with. I don't even necessarily know. We've got iron golems wandering around here because they were freaking out because we had zombified villagers and all that kind of happy nonsense wandering around here. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, harvest melons and pumpkins because I want to level up that other farmer. But yeah, so it's a beginning to villager trading. I mean, obviously, we're going to need a lot more librarians. We don't have, like, an unbreaking. We don't have any of the protection bits for armor. But I kind of was trying to fulfill the needs that I currently have in terms of books. I don't have looting on my sword. I don't have aqua affinity on my helmet. I don't have mending on pretty much anything. So it was more important to me to kind of be able to fill in the gaps of what I'm missing right now. And obviously, when we build a larger trading hall later, we can go with kind of filling out the needs of what we've got. So yeah, let me clear out this mess here, and then we're going to go and we're going to do a little villi trading, and then we're going to get into the meat and potatoes of today's episode. Fireprot 3 is not bad for a 3rd level trade. I was kind of hoping for something a little bit better for the cost of all of the rest of the books that I had, but there we go. We've got a whole stack of mending books now that we can play around with. And, I mean, we'll have to figure out something obviously much more permanent for these guys eventually. They're not just going to stay in these boats in here forever, but at the very least, they are now cured. We do have access to some better level trades. I got to get some more lighting in here. It feels like it's dark. I think we're just going to leave them in boats for right now. I'm not really that worried. They all have a tendency, because I have trapdoors here blocking the entrance, they all have a tendency to cram themselves right into the doorway for some reason. I don't know why that is. It's a pathfinding something or other with Minecraft. So it's gear upgrading time. But in order to upgrade our gear, we need more experience points, which we're going to grab from our beautiful new dual skelly spawners set up here as they kind of filter in here. We're going to let them stack up. And I'm going to free cam here. I actually downloaded the free cam mod. This is my first time ever really using it in a video. And show you kind of what happened. So I found this deep, dark tunnel, kind of to walk you through here. I found this deep, dark tunnel. There's a little guy in there. But I was walking up through here, and like you get right past this thing, and I immediately find a skelly spawner. I'm like, oh, cool. Like I hadn't found a skelly spawner yet, and I was really, really excited to be able to use one. So then there comes some more skeletons. I start digging this box out for this skelly spawner, and I immediately hit cobblestone again. And I'm just like, wait a minute, another skelly spawner, like literally another skelly spawner just directly above this one. So they're both able to be activated when in range. I didn't design this thing like the super best. I basically have to be kind of standing like right here where I am in order to look at all these skellies piling up in here. What's up, guys? I'm gonna just hear hell. There you go. But yeah, I mean, you have to be standing like literally right there in order to activate both of them, because I'm kind of so far away from this one. What I would ideally like to do is have like a bubble column that drops them up and drops them back down so they take damage, but I haven't been in the nether yet, so we don't have soul sand in order to do that. So once I get to the nether, we'll probably upgrade this thing and change it around a little bit. And obviously we've got to do some more decorations and stuff like that around here, because that's just kind of how it's gonna be. I used a whole bunch of, obviously, the dark glass, what is it called? Stained glass? Is that what it's called? No, not stained glass. Some kind of glass. Hang on. Wait, now I'm tinted glass. God, I'm so dumb. I could not remember the name of it, but we got a geode literally right there. And like I found a geode, there's a shrieker, there's deep dark, there's all these different things like right in this area down here. So it's kind of a just perfect little area. And then this resolves any and all bone meal issues I will ever have again. We've already got 6 bone blocks already built up. Like, I've already got an absolute just ton of stuff. So I'm going to spend some time here. We're going to get all of our gear upgraded with mending. And then I believe we've got a date with a trail ruin today. That is really close to my face. Hello there. I was trying to be really cool and, like, smack the guys while I was just staring into your eyes, like, deep into your soul. It didn't work, though, because I wasn't prepared for it. Oh, my goodness. I'll see you guys in a bit. Now, we passed by that trial chamber a long time ago in terms of me playing versus you watching this. And I've taken some time to kind of carve out a little path, as you'll see here, that leads across through the forest. Because let me just be honest with you. Like, leading mobs through the wilderness, which, of course, you saw me trying to drag a boat full of dogs through, and how'd I get this horse? Where'd this horse come from? I just forgot. Like, this is next episode. Like, I gotta stop recording stuff out of order. I'm sorry. But it's so frustrating trying to lead mobs through this giant spruce forest that I call home, that I decided, you know what? I love the ground level experience of Minecraft. I love talking about it here. So, uh-oh. Hold, please. Whoop. Whoop. Give me that bottle. So yeah, I love the ground level Minecraft experience so much, I decided I was gonna like start carving roads kind of everywhere I went. That way I could ride there on horseback, and we'll kind of see what I do, you know, as I develop this forest and kind of make it into home. But of course, down here at the lake, there is this beautiful dock that stretches out into this amazing body of water. I'm pretty sure that's the ocean that I first found this landmass area in, way over there. But of course, we've got our grill brush equipped here, so we need to get to our trail ruin. So we have dug ourselves a pathway. We have built a road that leads to the east, and this will obviously continue going east well past this. We've got to get some lighting in here on the road yet. Like, it's not done completely. We've got to get some lights in here and stuff like that. And I want to get some more decorative kind of bush things like that. Like, we got like little bits of bushes. I like putting the deep slate in here. Like, maybe it's like an old road that used to be paved but isn't paved so much anymore. And yeah, like I said, I really just love this aesthetic. I love riding through the woods here like this, up until we get to our destination up here finally. Right here. It's changed so much already, just in the amount of time since episode 2 when we first ran across this. But of course, now we are going to harvest up. So, oh, that's right. I did build, there's a little hitch and post kind of deal up here. And we're going to bring you, I want you to kind of be out of the way over here in the back. because I know these things can have a pretty decent size area. So I built us. We got our little bed station here. There's actually, I'm gonna ditch that potion in there for now. We don't need a lot of stuff in the inventory here because I know that this thing is gonna get deep. So let's grab the grill brush here and give it a brushy. Okay, all right, really? I forgot how much garbage you find doing this as well. What the? A candle? Candles? More wheat. Listen, I love wheat, but I got a whole giant farm of this. Like, oh boy. I forgot, like, sometimes it's like trying to find a diamond in the rough in these things here. Got a pottery shirt. I think the best value we're going to get out of this place, to be 100% honest, is all the mud brick and stuff like that we're going to find here. And all the packed mud. Because I really, really love mud. I love packed mud. I love all that whole building block set. So I really think that's going to be probably the best thing we're going to take away from here. Right, Horsey? What's the horse's name going to be? You guys come up with a name in the comments and we'll name the horse. We'll name the horse whatever you guys come up with. Can you? Yeah, just stay over here in the back. Away from... I don't think we're going to try to make it bigger than this. I think it's about as big as I want to make it. But nevertheless, I don't want the horse falling in there because then I got to worry about trying to get the horse out of there. Gold nugget. Okay. Ooh, armor trim. Hello, that is shaper armor trim. Okay. I forgot there were armor trims that you could get for doing this stuff. Well, hopefully I'll get a couple of those. What is this? Is that blue dye? Or lapis? One of the two. Another pottery sherd. Any more of the suspicious stuff around here? There's tons of this suspicious gravel, like, everywhere in these things, if I remember correctly, about, like, how to, like, go about excavating them. So you gotta kind of be careful, and you gotta kind of go layer by layer and just grab whatever is... Was this a hanging sign? Okay. I don't remember what all is in the loot table for these things. Clearly dyes and random hanging signs are in them. Is that wheat seeds? Seriously? Okay, another armor trim. Good. Is that another new one? Oh, it is. It's Wayfinder. Okay. I didn't realize you got 2 out of this. I thought you only got 1. Okay, we better go shreep. More armor trim. All right, we'll take it. Is that a 3rd one? Host, why are there so many in here? Are you serious? There's 3 different ones in these? There's probably more than that, and people are already going to go into the comments and yell at me if I'm dumb. Was that a disc? Ooh, I don't think I've ever heard this one before. I don't even have a jukebox. We're going to have to rectify that now. That's a candle, baby. Woo! Once I get my bee farm set up, I've already got the spider farm, so I can set up a candle shop. And be its only customer. I think I can hear zombies now as I find more light blue dye. I do believe this is the last room, a green candle. This is the last room in the thing. There is no other gravel or sand undisturbed anywhere within this structure, unless I have to dig through the solid walls, which I don't believe you have to do. I could be wrong on that, though. I'm pretty sure I only did 1 of these, maybe 2 of them when I did the original Tritoncraft. I'm pretty sure there's only the one. Like, you basically, like, they make it so it's like you just got to kind of keep digging your way through all the gravel and sand and stuff, and then you'll end up finding everything. Yeah, I don't see anything else I don't see anything else in here, but I did hear a zombie. I definitely did hear a zombie. I mean, this place is massive. I do believe that is the end of it. Yeah, we have the room with the fireplace there, and a whole host of a bunch of other rooms that are all located, like, along this central line here, and then kind of like one more thing off to the side over here. I mean, we don't need more torches in here, but I'm gonna put them in here anyway, just because it's more lit up that way. I'm an old school Minecrafter, okay? Like, unless there's literally torches every 4 blocks and you're not torching right. I know you don't need to. Don't at me. So that's it. So it took me roughly an hour on top of my yammering at the beginning of the video. You're only going to see probably a few minutes of it because, I mean, it's excavating a trail run. Like, really, how exciting is it? I mean, it's not, you know, you guys aren't like clamoring to see the lost footage of the great mine excavation, right? Or anything like that. So I'm not 100% worried about it. We've got this much gravel. I made it its own chest because it had gotten so ridiculous with how much stuff I was collecting. And we just got like a whole bunch of candle. Like, I mean, a lot of this stuff is just like, we don't need a lot of this stuff, but I mean, we're hanging on to it for now because we can. Okay, except for the white, like some of this stuff we've just been chucking, like white dye we're chucking. We don't. But yeah, I mean, so this is our haul of like the good stuff that we're going to keep. And this doesn't even include, there's tons of brick down there if we want to go down there. I'm not going to go get that stuff unless I'm going to need it for some kind of build or anything like that, though. And then I know I've got a nice resource of probably at least like a couple stacks if I go in there and just kind of clean that chamber out. 4 of the relic discs, a whole bunch of pottery sherds, and of course our different armor trims. 2 of these 2, which I don't know how rare those are versus this one, but we've got 3 different armor trims out of this thing. I'm honestly probably going to look up a loot table to see if there's anything really rare that I missed, that maybe I got to come back and I got to try to do a different one or something like that. But there it is, guys. Trail ruin. We came back. We did our trail ruin. Done and dusted. You'll see more and more of this road project kind of as we go out and explore new areas and do new things. But I mean, for now, like, we're going to leave it behind because we are still not done today. We're going to head back to the village. I know we built a skeleton farm and dug out this trail ruin, but we are also going to head back into town and we're going to get to work on kind of laying out what the top side of our town is going to look like. So stay tuned. And as we ride into town here, you're going to see that the thing I just talked about us doing is already done because, well, I mean, you know, sometimes the motivation will strike me, but I just don't feel like recording like actual commentary of it because this is really just a sketch of what I kind of want the village here to look like. Don't look at the camel. That's a spoiler. But this is kind of what our outline of our village is going to be. You're seeing time-lapse footage right now of the construction of this just quaint little pond. I did move the dock after I was finished building it because I didn't like it. And we added in some kind of andesite stone cobblestone mixture just to kind of variate the block textures in the bottom of the pond. I really do like it. We're going to add maybe some flowers and some lily pads and some different things like that. But I don't have lily pads right now. And actually, I got to find a swamp. And like, I just haven't felt like doing like the rest of it. A lot of the rest of these are kind of small-ish. Like, these are just going to be small, simple houses. A couple of these larger buildings are probably going to be trading related. A couple of these like this and this here. We got to figure out what we're going to do with the farmers. My initial plan when I built the barn, right? My initial plan for the barn was going to be this is where the farmers and stuff were going to go, but they didn't end up going here, unfortunately. Like, I didn't end up actually putting the farmers here. So they're just kind of still down there chilling in my much bigger trading hall now. This is much bigger. I've been doing a lot more village trading and a lot more villager acquiring, but I still don't have all of the good and tasty stuff that I really, really need for, you know, the mid to late game kind of stage, which obviously is what you're aiming for whenever you're doing any of the village trading. But let me know what you guys say. Oh, let's detach the camera here. I forget all the time that we can actually do this. Detach the camera here. You have to forgive. It moves kind of slow because I had to slow it down because it's like super jerky and janky if you leave it at the default speed. But yeah, I really, really do love, it's going to not, like, none of the buildings here are going to be taller than the barn. Like, maybe one will come close, like maybe this building right here, like this one will maybe come close, or maybe this one. But like all the smaller buildings are going to be relatively low profile, single story, maybe with just like a simple, like 1 block tall attic or something like that, just for some simple storage. Nothing too complicated. And they'll, like I said, they'll just be simple homes. They'll be simple kind of whatever. But I really, really love this, especially the pond. I really love kind of trying to recreate just different natural things in here, of course, with the mud and everything. This is like multiple iterations of this pathway later. You'll see that the mud kind of very easily tracks out and around and is the actual pathway that you should follow, like through the buildings and stuff. It used to be kind of spammed everywhere else with a lot more haphazardly, I'll say. But I decided to kind of change it up and use the mud as if it was like the actual path block. What I want to do is we've got to incorporate over here where this pathway begins. We've got to incorporate some mud and things over there and really get that kind of stuff moving. Wow, we are so close to the ocean. Like, it doesn't feel like we should be, but we actually are. We actually have to terraform. Like, this back area back here, that's got to get terraformed because that's like a big cliff. You actually can't see the base from out there. I want to be able to see... Ooh, we might have to get rid of that, too. I want to be able to see the base from the ocean at some point. Like, once we get it built up enough, I want to be able to see the base from the ocean. So we're going to have to terraform this and drop all this land down. Obviously, we're going to have trees there. But the pathway, we can see we already started a branch of it right there. The pathway is going to go all the way out to a dock at the ocean as well. But yeah, let me know what you think about this kind of idea here, this kind of layout. I think we're going to do one more bit of building. I haven't decided what it's going to be yet, so let's go ahead and plug in one more quick time lapse this episode, and then we'll be back to talk about what's coming up in the next couple of episodes of Tritoncraft Season 2. Boop. What a busy boy. I apologize profusely. But yeah, oh my goodness gracious. Welcome back, everybody. We have a little bit of a honey farm back here. Not super big. It's only going to be seven hives in there because 7 hives is all I've got. Honestly, like, I could have built something way bigger than this, but I mean, let's be honest, by the time I'm done working in this village, like, I can always build a bigger one later or something like that. This is the same exact design I built in Tritoncraft, by the way. Very simple honey farm. There is a little dispenserificator action up there, up over top of those things there. You see that there? We've got a whole bunch of little flowers growing on some mud blocks, and underneath the mud blocks is a hopper line. The hopper line goes boop right over here. The great thing about it is hoppers are not mud is not a full block, so you don't need to do like hopper minecarts or anything like that anymore in order to make this thing work realistically. However, we do need one other thing to make it work, which is to put the beehives into their homes. I had to wait for nighttime specifically, and we have sealed off the basement of our building here just to make sure. See, it better still be dark out here. I need darkness because if it's not dark, we're not gonna be able to do any of this this stuff here. I don't know how many bees are in these hives, mind you. Oh no. I think this is silk touch. Yes, it is. Okay. Poink. Yeah, this is why I wanted to do this at night, because whatever bees we do have, I did not want them coming out. So essentially, a comparator will read the honey level and then send a signal to either shear or bottle it, and I've got to put the shears and bottles in yet. Haven't put any of that kind of stuff in yet because, well, there's one key component missing. Now our bee... No, God. This is going to be just endless noise now. Okay, so we do have some bees. We don't have, like, no bees. We do definitely have some. And they're trapped in there. You see there's trapdoors like right here, and then there's another one right there. I don't want to open that one, obviously, because I don't want them to come out. But this way, I can kind of easily, by finagling myself up there correctly, I can get myself up in there, and I can access the hives and everything like that to do any necessary maintenance or whatever. Let's boink go out of my body here. Ooh, look at that guy. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I just want to show you the design of this thing really quick. Super simple. Like I said, there's redstone running up over the top of this here. And you'll notice the one missing piece of this is the comparators. You need one special thing to build comparators, which means, ladies and gentlemen, this beautiful face has got to go to the Nether. Ooh, spooky, scary. But yeah, we need comparators. Now, I could go to an ancient city, because ancient cities have those like super redstone tutorial kind of things buried in underneath like the big portal thing that's like supposed to be like redstone tutorials, which is like the weirdest place to put a tutorial in like the most dangerous freaking place in the game. Whatever. Not my choice. I didn't design the game. But, you know, we could go there and we could get some comparators, but then number one, I've got to find one, which is going to take forever. And then number 2, we've got to travel all the way there, survive there, get to the central chamber, steal all the comparators, and come back. That seems a little bit extra, even for me. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are finally going to have to build our beautiful, beautiful nether portal. Wandering traders have dripstone. I totally forgot about that, actually. And so I bought some dripstone from a wandering trader and just set up this quick little dripstone farm just to get myself some more drippy drip stuff. When we get another piece of dripstone, I'll add it to that block, and then we'll be able to form it from a 4th one, 5th, etc., etc., etc. You guys know how it goes. But I didn't even show you guys the house we built. I'm so excited about the honey farm, the bee farm, that I didn't even show you guys the house that we built. So yeah, let's take a look here. Nice kind of simple L-shaped house. Nothing too fancy about it. You might notice in the time lapse there that it was bigger at one point. It was much wider and taller. But then I did totally say I didn't want anything to be bigger than the barn. And then this house was immediately taller than the barn. So I was like, okay, we got to fix that. We got to make it go the other way. I'm thinking about mixing another wood type into the roof there, maybe a little bit darker patches. Again, I need dark oak. I got to find a dark oak forest so I can get some saplings and get some darker wood tones so I can use some of that to maybe mimic some shadow. Things like that would be really, really cool, I think. But yeah, I really, really love this house. Nice, simple design, nothing too complicated. I don't want to make any super complex builds here. And we're obviously going to add a lot more detail to it. We don't have any details in here on the first floor, which we want to do in here. I kind of wanted to add the same visual detail that we have in the other area over in the basement of the barn, though, with these little outsets here. And we'll continue decorating this and fixing that up in there. Put some trapdoors in there. I'll probably put a little trapdoor path to get in behind here, and I'll hide it all in behind the trapdoors. But yeah, I don't know how many bees were the bee rallish face. I swear to God, every time I see it, I want to die. It is the greatest thing literally ever. It makes me so happy. Yeah, we definitely need to breed up some bees, but I want to make sure that we do so safely and not, you know, get like an opportunity for all the bees to get out of there is basically the goal. But at any rate, that is going to do it for episode 4, like I said, of Tritoncraft Season 2. Next episode, we're going on another long journey. So it's going to be another journey episode where we're going to go far, far away, and we're going to find ourselves some good and tasty stuff. We already saw the horse. We already saw the camel. Like, I go on another long journey. We find some stuff, and it was a really, really fun trip. So I can't wait to show you the footage from that. And then episode 6, we're building ourselves another portal, and we are going into the nether. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure you leave a like, leave a comment. That really does help me out. Leave comments down below and subscribe to the channel if you're not already so you do not miss future videos. I'm trying to do every single Saturday. You get a new episode of Tritoncraft Season 2. Thank you so much to all of you beautiful faces. I love you. I really, really appreciate all of your support. Be kind to yourselves. Be kind to other people. Do something kind and good for yourself today. Take good care of yourselves, and I'll see you next week.